Brick City in the house.
Rambo on the beat.
Pistonati. That shit'll never die. I'll be what the world made. Sold my first bag of weed in the 3rd grade. And how did I get it? I stole it from my brother. I got smart with it and grew a heart for it. Such a busy life, can't ignore it. See my first murder at 4. Made me forfeit the toys, they was obsolete. Wearing 16 slims trying to get on my feet. They respect the young G. I come from a shotgun house. Meridian, Mississippi, red dirt, dirty south. I was blessed with a stutter and dirty mouth. You ain't laying bricks or murdering, what they talking about? No front and do something. I always send those that either shot or shoot something. I work with fiends. Shotters get the money, orders locked in a beam. Favor for a favor, got them living like kings. It's so many that choose from, they like to rob. I got a hit for you who want this job. Some benefits in this deal. The kids get Christmases on me for multiple years. If you can't do the time, take one to the dome.
Take one to the dome, take one to the dome.
If you can't do the time, take one to the dome.
Take one to the dome, take one to the dome.
If you can't do time, take one to the dome.
Don't tell on me, take one to the dome.
If you can't do time, take one to the dome.
Don't tell on them, take one to the dome.
Word life, rest in peace, David. That box that he's in is nothing to play with. They was infatuated how he looks like a star. It's rap like a car. We don't glorify it, they mysterious like it though. You can have one too if you out on some hype shit. Jocking my shit, the request you die quick. Your life ain't worth my chips, but I spend my chips to get you hit. And I tip every turn young boys out. They foot soldier and pushing coke in the house. Sold a nice neighborhood, married a few things. Grooving, I carry myself like a king. I run at that till it play out. Hustling over depression, that's my way out. What's yours? Getting high, stealing from your people. I hope you playing with the needle. I understand. If you can't do the time, take one to the dome.
Take one to the dome, take one to the dome.
If you can't do the time, take one to the dome.
Take one to the dome, take one to the dome.
If you can't do time, take one to the dome.
Don't tell on me, take one to the dome.
If you can't do time, take one to the dome.
Don't tell on them, take one to the dome.
I know a man strictly under misbehavior, pushed his own son in the grave. He used that kid as a street slave. He was in the heat wave. He bragged about everything his son engaged instead of teaching me education, occupation, and survival and how to read. He shot his first fiend at 13, putting crack on daddy's pipe. Daddy's a fiend. The streets hate him with a hillbilly quote. Cut his head off the shit down his throat. And the rat you be would be in the same boat. Boats be in the same room, testing the same coke. Nothing worse than you earth disturbers. Kicked to the curvers with nothing to lose, instigating murders. It's the upbringing, house full of fags, thieves and dykes. Believe the hype on my vicious game skills in Jesus Christ. Heathens with their hands out and thieves at night. Unhealthy ass niggas ain't eating right. Feeding my enemies, we beefing right. If you can't do the time, take one to the dome.
Take one to the dome, take one to the dome.
If you can't do the time, take one to the dome.
Take one to the dome, take one to the dome.
If you can't do time, take one to the dome.
Don't tell on me, take one to the dome.
If you can't do time, take one to the dome.
Don't tell on them, take one to the dome.